My brother Joe married his wife Maya when her daughter Zoe was like 8. The kid was fine at first, but as she got older, she turned into this entitled little nightmare. She'd trash my apartment whenever they visited, break my stuff, and never got in trouble because Maya would just be like, "Kids will be kids," while Joe said nothing. Last Christmas, Zoe literally threw my laptop off the table because she wanted to use it for TikTok, and I said no. The screen cracked completely. When I asked Maya to pay for it, she said I was being dramatic and that accidents happen. That's when I decided I was done with this kid. So when Joe asked if I could host Thanksgiving this year, I agreed, but made it clear I wasn't dealing with Zoe's attitude. The day came and I spent hours making everything from scratch. Herb-crusted turkey, mashed potatoes with real butter, green bean casserole, stuffing with cranberries, pumpkin pie, the works. My kitchen smelled amazing and everyone was complimenting me on how good everything looked. Everyone sat down and I started serving plates. Joe got a full plate, Maya got a full plate, my parents got full plates. Then I got to Zoe and just set down an empty plate in front of her. She looked confused and asked where her food was. I smiled and said, "Oh, I didn't make any for you." The whole table went dead silent. Maya's face turned red and she asked what I meant. I explained that since Zoe has never shown any respect for my home or my belongings, and since nobody seems to think she needs consequences for her actions, I decided she didn't deserve my homemade food. Joe immediately jumped in saying I was being childish and that she's just a kid. I reminded him that she's 13 and old enough to know better, and that maybe if he actually parented her instead of letting her run wild, we wouldn't be here. Maya started yelling about how cruel I was being and how I was punishing a child. I calmly told them there was a McDonald's down the street if they wanted to get her something. Zoe started crying those fake crocodile tears she always pulls when she doesn't get her way. My parents looked uncomfortable but didn't say anything because they've seen her behavior too. The whole dinner was awkward as hell. Everyone else ate while Zoe sat there pouting. Maya kept making passive-aggressive comments about how some people are vindictive toward children. Joe barely touched his food and kept shooting me dirty looks. About halfway through dinner, Zoe got up and went to the bathroom. I heard a crash and ran to check. She had knocked over my shower caddy and all my expensive skincare products were scattered on the floor. Some bottles were cracked and leaking. I called for everyone to come see. Maya immediately started making excuses about how it was an accident, and Zoe was just upset. That's when I lost it. I told them all to get out of my house immediately. I said I was tired of this kid destroying my stuff with zero consequences, and that they were no longer welcome in my home until Zoe learned some basic respect. They packed up and left, with Maya calling me horrible names on the way out. Joe texted me later saying I embarrassed them, and that I owed Zoe an apology. I texted back that the only person who owes anyone an apology is Zoe, and until that happens, don't contact me. My parents called the next day saying I was too harsh, and that I should have handled it differently. But honestly, I'm not sorry. I'm tired of being expected to tolerate bad behavior just because someone's a kid. If Maya and Joe won't teach her boundaries, then I will, by setting my own. It's been 3 weeks and Joe finally called. Apparently Zoe got suspended from school for throwing another kid's backpack in the trash during lunch. The principal told Maya that Zoe has anger management issues and needs counseling. Joe asked if we could talk because he's starting to see that maybe I had a point. I told him I'd consider it once Zoe apologizes for breaking my things and they pay for the laptop and skincare products she destroyed. Maya can call me vindictive all she wants, but at least my house is peaceful now.